Hey guys, welcome to Castanet's Week in Review, where we go over some of the top stories that happened around the Okanagan from the past week. I'm Vernon SPCA, and we've got plenty to talk about, including new childcare spaces opening in Kelowna, the closure of Vernon's SPCA, car vandalism in Summerland, and finally, Kamloops Highway repairs are complete after 2 years of construction. We'll kick things off from the top, where the BC's Minister of State for Childcare, Grace Lohr, was in Kelowna this week, checking out 2 new childcare spaces that officially opened their doors to the public, including one at Amiclimont Elementary and another at Kelowna's International Airport.
It's about investments in childcare where it works for families, on school grounds, at the airport, where families are, where they work, where kids go to school. We're making sure that we're investing the dollars and the time and the resources to build these additional spaces in and around Kelowna. Parents are saving up to $900 every single month on their childcare fees, and this has meant $71 million back in the pockets of Kelowna families.
While hundreds of spaces have been opened in Kelowna, it's believed there are roughly 8,000 families in the central Okanagan alone without a childcare space for their children. Now shifting things to Summerland, where a senior living on a fixed income at Parkdale Lodge has been left without a vehicle after her car was broken into and vandalized. What's even more troubling is there was a message scrawled across the side of the car in what looks like a felt marker. Not only did the message contain offensive language, but the culprits also broke a window and attempted to hotwire the car. This is the 4th time the senior's vehicle has been damaged in the past few years while parked outside her home. The lady's daughter, Ashley, told Castanet there have been several incidents like this in the past, including the deflation of a car's tires last summer. Ashley and her mother are urging the operators of Parkdale Lodge to install security cameras, as well as warning other drivers to be on the lookout for car thieves. Moving north into Vernon, the long-standing SPCA is closing its doors after decades of helping thousands of furry friends find a forever home.
It's a big change. Yeah, it's a little bit sad, of course. There's a lot of memories that are tied up in this place for myself, for other past and current staff members, all of our volunteers, and community members. I mean, this place has meant a lot to a lot of people over the years, so it's a process, right? There's a lot of grief happening right now. So our SPCA locations are still in neighboring communities. We have 2 within an hour's drive. There's one in Salmon Arm and another one in Kelowna, as well as our Kamloops Center and Penticton locations. So there are still facilities that can help animals in neighboring communities, and we will still be running a lot of programming. Of course, our animal protection services will still be active in the Vernon area, as well as our food bank programming.
While Vernon residents are sad to see the adoption facility leave town, the BC SPCA said ongoing issues with structural integrity of buildings at the facility prompted the decision to close the shelter permanently. We'll try to end things on a more positive note this week. After mass flooding wiped out much of the Kamloops Highway 2 years ago, British Columbia's Transportation Minister Rob Fleming says all permanent repairs have been completed, including the rebuilding of 6 bridges damaged by the atmospheric river. During a news conference on Wednesday, Fleming said all lanes along Highway 5 have been reopened to traffic. Fleming also said the team working on the Kamloops Highway rebuild was recently presented with an International Engineering Award for reopening the highway in record time. But that's the end of the November 19th edition of the Week in Review. Be sure to catch us next week with more top stories. Until then, for Castanet News, I'm Vernon SPCA.